follow the leader.
As promised, guys, we are bringing you another video. This will have all the supplies and materials that we'll be using for the whelping and throughout that process. Just keep in mind everything that we discuss in this video. There's a link in the description if you want more information, in-depth knowledge about it, pricing. Links for everything is in the description, so please see below. Also, guys, let me know at the end of this video if there's anything that you believe that we missed or that we need to get. We do have about 4 or 5 days before the potential birth of these puppies, so it gives us a little bit more time. And also keep in mind, we're gonna have a box opening for the Pet Brooder 90 that'll be coming to us on Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that as well. Again, links in the description. So this is the scale that we'll be using to weigh the pups. As you all know, the first day that the pups are born, you want to weigh them immediately after birth. They should drop a little bit of weight, but they should be gaining weight after that pretty much daily. So this thing here does ounces as well as grams. If you want to get a little bit more specific on the weight, you can weigh them in grams. Just make sure you're documenting. So I'll show you that in a second, what we're going to use to document. This is our record keeping chart to keep track of the weight, different vitamins, nutrients, and feedings for the pups, as well as general comments and notes to make sure that we're keeping track of every pup separately. And the way we're going to separate them, you guys know after a while you'll be able to tell the difference between each puppy, but we want to simplify this for us and make it as easy as possible. So on day one, we will have the puppy ID collars that'll coincide with the chart to make sure that we're giving them the right information for every single pup and keeping track of them the right way. Just in case, mom here, what this is Nature Mate colostrum. Just in case the mom has issues, and we pray this doesn't happen. That's why we want to have a natural birth and let all the hormones take over, so hopefully we have no issues with her providing milk. But just in case that happens initially and to give them a little bit of boost, that's what the Nurture Mate is for. We already showed you the easy whelping box that we have, as well as the heating lamp. But you want to make sure that you cross all your T's and dot all your I's. So we do have backup heat lamps. We have 2 of them just in case it blows. We also have backup battery packs, as well as backup batteries that are integrated over in the section where the puppies are. So if we lose power for any reason, we have a backup. As you guys know, we want the whelping box to stay between 85 and 95 degrees for the first 3 weeks because they cannot regulate their body temp. So this kind of eliminates all possibilities of something going wrong with the electricity or the power, just in case there's a storm down here in Texas, and we can quickly switch over to the battery backup and keep them warm and cozy. Outside of water and food, we have some electrolyte solution here, as well as OralCal Plus. Now the OralCal Plus will be delivered to her during her pregnancy throughout the whelping process to give her a boost, to make sure she's getting all the nutrients that she needs. Obviously she's going to be tending to the puppies. We're going to be tending to her to make sure she has everything that she needs. Again, links in the description for everything. A couple of more things for the whelping box. May think we're overdoing it. We have kind of our sleeping area over here, because anybody that's whelped puppies knows that the first 3 weeks you don't really get much sleep, and you don't want to leave the mom alone with her pups. This is her first litter, so leaving them alone with the pups is very dangerous. So we'll be right there throughout the process, but we do have the hygrometer that we have inside of her whelping box, as well as a Ring camera. So if there's, a couple of weeks down the road when we feel like we can get a little bit of sleep, we still have access to see what's going on inside the whelping box at all times. Very, very important. As you all know, throughout the process, sterilization is very important. There are some items that we're going to use. We'll have a pot of boiled water ready for like plastics, things that really can't go in this kind of sterilizer in between each pup. So as we're clearing their airways with catheters, those things will go in boiled water, but anything that's metal, we're going to use this temperature sterilizer that works very, very well. Like on our shears and our hemostats, that'll be used on umbilical cords if needed. We're going to attempt to allow mom to do all the work. So again, everything that we're showing you is worst case scenario, something goes wrong and we have to step in. We have what we need to make it happen, and we're going to make sure that it's sterile and safe for mom and pup. Not to get scary, but we are praying that we do not have to use any of this. This is a milk replacement in bottles in the Miracle nipples, just in case we have to feed the puppies because mom is not producing milk. We'd much rather, have 1 or 2 extra puppies that we have to feed now and then, as opposed to having to feed a whole litter by ourselves. So we're praying that this is just backup and we don't have to use any of this stuff here. Just some cleaning supplies we'll be using from left to right, just to keep them clean and sterile. We do have them in a Ziploc bag here, but we have masks. We're not gonna deal with the puppies at all without masks and gloves on. Those are not latex gloves, they're nitrile. Just in case there's any allergens for the dogs, and also stuff that we've been using for a long time and we know we're not allergic to it. Obviously you want the poop pads throughout the whelping box throughout their time in there. We got these from Costco, and you want to have alcohol pads to clean umbilical cords, paws. Just keep the pups as clean as possible, because as you all know, you can't give those puppies a bath until you're ready to send them off to their new homes, really. So the first 6 to 8 weeks, you're really just, maintenance on the dogs. They're going to be a lot of pee and poop, but you need to wipe them down. And then the regular baby wipes. So we'll use those a lot more often than alcohol pads, but the first day of the whelping and delivery, we're going to make sure to keep them as sanitary as possible in their area as well. So masks, gloves, pads, and wipes. Hopefully you are getting a good look at, this is really breathing maintenance, aspirating maintenance for the puppies right after they're born. Right down here we have the catheters that will be sticking down their throats and sucking the mucus out of their throats initially upon birth. We don't want those first couple of breaths to be anything besides oxygen, just to put them in the right position to be able to breathe correctly before we start putting them on the mom. So these are extremely important upon birth to make sure you're clearing the airways for them. And then for general maintenance around feedings, in their nose, you want to have a bulb and an electronic aspirator as well. And then this is all the talk. This item here, we did order online, and it's supposed to be a much more powerful aspirator to clear the airways even better. Only issue we've been having with these, and put it in the comment section if you found a connection that goes to this seamlessly, please let us know. But right now we got a 6-foot tubing that we'll be using with our connection that goes into the nose, and we're gonna have to clear the line manually so it doesn't get in the compressor, because we can't get the right airflow between the lines here and connecting it here. So what we're gonna do is bypass the entire suction system here and plug directly into here with a 6-foot cord or 6-foot silicone tubing, and suck it right out of the nose from there, and just make sure the line stays clean enough where it doesn't get into the machine. And for breathing treatments, if the puppies for whatever reason do start to develop some form of pneumonia or breathing issues, we'll be able to connect this oxygen machine, which also is a nebulizer, to our incubator to start giving them treatments. And we have the saline available, as well as the silver hydrosol that we can use to clear their airways and get them back to normal as fast as possible. So again, more to come on this. We'll have a video in the next few days with the unboxing of the pet brooder, and then we'll show you how we're connecting our oxygen machine and nebulizer to that. So if you guys are interested in buying those things, you'll already have a baseline of how to get it connected, so you don't have to go through all the trouble that we did to figure it out. So again, more to come. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Links for everything is in the description below.